political party, those things collapse. So there's no ideology. You cannot tell me that there's no ideology in UDA, there's no ideology at ODM. These are shopping baskets for tribal chiefs.
ANC.
And whatever, even ANC. But I'm saying this way. It is high time for younger generation like you. The beauty of it that this time round, you people, majority of you have gone to school. Our forefathers were fighting a system minus education. And they did a lot. Instead of connecting between me and you, you are coming here, Musalia Mudavadi, sijui Raila Odinga, sijui Ruto. You ask yourself,
yes,
ideologically, what is the belief or formation of Mudavadi as an individual? You'll find none. You look at Raila Odinga, you'll find none. You look at all these people. Now, what about you people? What is it? I was asking up bottom up in terms of money. In terms of now, how do you want to actualize? Wala walisikia kwa debate zangu because I normally come here once and then I go. Wala nilikuwa nawaambia nikauliza and I say it will not be easy to implement bottom up. And I was asking, but the people who are in that platform were defending things which they do not understand, and even now they don't understand. I heard my brother talking about 6,000, which is a fallacy of the highest order. I asked him, this money, is this external borrowing, internal borrowing? How do you play with banks? I need an intellectual discussion with the younger generation. And what are we doing here? We've come here with some small gods. You have a God who do not think about you. Then you are coming here to force it in my throat. With the uniform. And can I tell you one thing? I'll even kick you. Are you getting my point? So what I'm saying, as we are talking, there are also some values which actually these people have added into Kenyan politics. And there are also confusion which they brought into Kenyan what? Politics. That is not only important to this generation. Each and every generation must come up together, rally behind an issue, to come up with a mechanism to solve it for the future. And that future should not be pegged on another small chord. If we are closing the Givenchy today as we are talking, and we are given an opportunity, there's no any other people outside there, from the government. Do you know we have a president here? Yes. Do you know we have engineers and doctors here? Why do you undermine yourself that when you come here, you talk about some God? Leave your God away. Let's chat away our destination, where we are, kuna problem and all that. Yes, how today, the bottom-up implementation, I would like to see. I've worked in the government, even still I'm in the government. And that's why people think that I fear camera. But my point is like this. Kama kuna hii mambo ya idea of bottom up, kulikuwa na pesa za vijana and all that. And 30%. I was in an organization which had actually, had a lot of money in terms of development. Who are these sons and daughters of these people who are getting money kwa hiyo walikuwa napata hiyo pesa? You are not getting it. It's the same their sons and daughters getting it. Why are you now talking about kijana wa Kalonzo Musyoka na msichana wa Raila?
Yala.
Because it is a political issue. But in terms of business, they are doing serious deals here.
Instead of taking it.
Do you know, my friend, I'm not asking you a question. Do you know? Do you know? That's why I was saying this way. The heat between Uhuru Kenyatta and Ruto, people thought that Ruto akiingia kuna kitu itafanyikia Uhuru, isn't it? But the first time, what did Ruto do? He gave Uhuru Kenyatta what? Do you think that Raila is threatened? If you think Raila is threatened, you're sick. Raila is not threatening anything. There are business people are doing here and cutting deals. It's part of the confusion because actually he's a property owner. Raila have never gone to class suicidal so that you bring him here because in fact, the way he underpay the workers in his company, that's what Uhuru Kenyatta does, that's what Ruto does. Or unafikiri kuna kitu anafanya, si hiyo ni kweli. So what I'm saying, it doesn't matter ever kama nataka kuja ya kwamba I am supporting Raila. Let me also learn something out of it. Wewe pia ukikuja na mbweru, let me also learn something out of it. But also play it in a way that you need all of you to force the government of the day to do something which is positive about But again also, think about also taking power. Who told you that power is only those guys? I say this way, that power is being formed in terms of vote. Nasikia wanasema kwa pale unaita hilo bunge unaitaje? Jacaranda. Those are very important people kwa votes. Walienda wakapiga kura wakafanya hivyo. But saa hizi leadership ikitoka inatoka wapi? Inarudi kileleshwa. So you are part of statistic. You are, in fact, you are nothing. Your work is to vote. Go home, wait for another 5. That is what they do to the peasants. And they tell you they compose music, they want you to hear the music. And then the composer are in Paris, the dancer are in Jivanji, Kenya, thinking that they are doing a very serious kind of a thing. In fact, you are doing nothing. No. I'm only saying this. I'm not for any this group or this group. You are doing nothing. If anything, unajichumbia kaburi yako. And by the way, can I ask you, do you know in the 60s, by the time late 50s, late 60s, when there was a clarion call for Africa to get independent, do you know young people were there, maybe baba yako ama guka yako, nikiangalia rike yenyu, were also supporting the same politicians? Do you know even the ethnic formation were there? And do you know that thing is eating us up today? And do you know you are going to hand over this thing to another generation? Na wanasema hivi nikimalizia, there's a black man in America mwenye alikuwa anasema, Malcolm X, that when you live in poor environment, your children will attend poor schools, will come up with poor result, and even if they are going to be hired in a working station, they'll work in poor environment, being paid poor money and live in poor environment. So when I'm talking about poverty here, the first poverty is the poverty of the mind, not education in formal mpaka ufike university. Poverty of the mind and believing in yourself. If you go back to self-realization, you'll say that enough is enough. Young people need to take power in this country. Saa hizi lifika hapa wakati ingine wenyu hapa, you are too political. You could not afford money for nomination. It's too expensive for you. You could not afford money for posters. Did they think about you? They didn't think about you. And do they care where you sleep today? They don't care. And do you think they will care? They will not care. Because when they are talking about young people, you are not part of the young people. The young people are their sons and their daughters. Your youngness is only in terms of statistics and votes. Votes. Sijui kama tutapatana. Ni votes. Hakuna kitu ingine. So there are same people who can scheme, be part of the government and all that. Watu wanasema kama yule nani alifanya. That is not the issue here. But do you know you can take power? Do you know young people in this country can unite and take power? But do you know the reason why you cannot take power? It's because they know they've divided you into ethnic and all that. Na wanafanya kama ile kifungu ya gari hivi kwa mkono. Wakisema north, you don't ask question. Wakisema what? Ni kama mwenzangu you want to die about Mutembei. Na ukimwangalia kutoka chini mpaka juu, the guy is dying soon. Wacha niwalize. Now. Anyway, what I'm saying, no. Anyway, it is anyway. I can withdraw it to massage your ego. Let me withdraw it so that your ego can be massaged. But the point is now, don't look at him. Hata mimi uniangalie as an individual. I keep on saying here in this country, this is a very funny country. Nikimaliza nasemaga namna gani? Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved. Yes. But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it. And ukiangalia hawa watu hapa, hakuna mwenye anaweza pita test ya corruption, including me. No, get my point. Ukitoa hao watu wale wako parliamentarian. Sasa hizi unasikia bagame ati watu wanataka kwenda kuona mpira. Usifikiri ni uongo. Wanahitaji. Na saa hizi hakuna mambo ya huku na huku. They want to go. And they are not thinking about you. So that is according to that one, wakijiongeza pesa, hiyo sio corruption. Economy ni mbaya, hiyo si shida. What do you mean sasa now you, kama ni opposition you bash the leadership ambayo iko pale that you hiyo nini? For popularity kind of, so that you become what? Popular. Otherwise they are not solving the problem of what? So I'm saying it this way. This is a government which is still young. Kuna kitu moja hapa and I want to say without fair contradiction. You cannot tell me that government imeformiwa the other day na sasa unataka kuniambia kuna watu wanamagu watu hapa. Huh? Let this one go direct to the police. Wanajua exactly what is happening here. And the idea is, you know, these are things. President ametouch nerves, the DCI and all that. And the cartels ambao wamekuwa within the police. What do we do? Release these people and toa police kwa street ili waache nini? Wewe utajuaje plain clothes ambao wako hapo Kencom? Kwa nini tu wako wako wanajua the other time? Sasa hizi wamegunduaje hao wako? No, I'm asking a question. Why is it that they are mugging people at Pale Ambassador today? Is it because there's information? Is to undermine the administration ambayo imekuwa pale? Remember, nikimalizia nimesema hapa. All along it is in record and I think umeattend vitu zangu mingi sana. It is in record. Nikisema Kenya do not need an election. Yes. Nimesema Kenya need truth, justice and reconciliation. You will not get, even saizi mutoi Ruto, mutaweka another political demagogue. Hey, demagogue. I'm telling you the truth. Because kuna vitu mingi hapa. Maina Jenga alimobilize vijana wa Kikuyu hapa. Ikafika wakati ingine ni biashara ya the same police. They were killing young Kikuyus wakisema any Kikuyu mwenye young ni Mungiki. Wameua watu wengi sana. And you know that? Ikafika wakati ingine wanajiform kama kisiasa. Mchuki alisema alienda nyumbani. People were killed like hell. People don't want to talk about it. Those families are here. They can testify. They want to say the truth. Wengine wametoka pale. Pwani si what? Si Kenya. So walitokeza pale. Wana hoja yao. That one does not mean that I'm supporting Kenya si. Pwani si nini? Lakini wana hoja. They are human beings. They need to be listened to. Tujue ni nini wanasema. Saboti land defense. Akina Kapondi. Matakui. Wako na hoja zao. Watu wagala mashaka. Ama unafikiria ni uongo? The Kikuyus were killed here 97. Wako na hoja. What is wrong if we can say as a nation, or a state, that we want truth, we want justice and reconciliation? Do you know why we cannot go that direction? Because the same men and women who you worship seriously are the victims, are the pioneers of those things ambayo to ruin our lives. Do you know that? So they cannot allow you. So even if you say wawezi kubali truth, justice and reconciliation. So my point is like this. So that I leave this place, my boss amekuja but now is very much broke. So I don't know my boss, how I'm going to help my boss. He's just laughing. It's not the size of the body. It's about actually the size of the brain. Thank you. I want to leave you here. But I think, Obiero, where's Obiero? Yes. Obiero, I love the energy and the synergy which actually you are trying to do. But make this platform, maji umekuwa mingi, unaenda kwa jirani African style, kuomba unga. Mudavadi ni mtu ya kuongezea. When we are discussing serious issues, forget about the... Raila is a pill. No, Raila is a pill, huh? But not an ideology. Oh. He has people who are not even supporting him. Now actually, he has become a cult. This guy can kill you because of Raila. No, don't wait.